Coming up on DITV, you will no longer have to worry about struggling in rhetoric courses. And do you need money? Are you looking for a job? We have you covered and will give you details from the Student Job Fair.
We hear from Kirk Ferentz and the Hawkeye players before the season opener.
And Finkbine Golf Course is getting the makeover later in sports.
It's hump day, which basically means it's the weekend. Will we be getting nice weather for the rest of the week and the first football game? Stay tuned to find out.
All that and more coming up on this Wednesday morning edition of DITV. Don't go anywhere, DITV starts right now. Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Marissa Kraft. With the start of the new school year, many students on campus are beginning their search for a part-time job, and the university is making that search easier for students by offering a student job fair. DITV news reporter Noah Gowdy is standing by at the Iowa Memorial Union to tell us more about what to expect and how to prepare for this year's job fair.
Yes, that is right, Marissa. I am here at the Iowa Memorial Union where the Student Job Fair is going to be taking place later today from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the main lounge. Now, organizers say there are going to be more than 20 student employers in attendance, with many of them conducting job interviews on the spot. So if you're a university student planning on attending the event today, what do you need to know? Well, first off, you should get online and you should look up the employers and really figure out what type of job you're looking for so you know who you need to talk to when you show up. You should also go and print off a bunch of resumes so you can hand them out to potential employers when you arrive, while also bringing your availability schedule, meaning your class schedule, other work schedule, or any obligation that you have, so that employers are able to see when you are available to work. And the event is going to happen from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., so it is kind of busy. There are classes going on. So if you were unable to make it to the event, you can go online to the university's Handshake website, where you're going to be able to see all the employers who are in attendance today and all the job listings that are available. That way you don't miss out on the job fair altogether. You still have the ability to get jobs. So for DITV News, this is Noah Gowdy over at the Iowa Memorial Union. Marissa, back to you.
The university's English department is bringing major changes to help struggling rhetoric students. We have Daily Iowan news reporter Elizabeth Oster standing by in the newsroom with more. Elizabeth, what are some of the changes the department has made?
Well, the highlight here is the Success in Rhetoric program, which consists of an embedded tutor model, which basically means that they're student tutors for specific professors, and they attend that specific rhetoric course 2 hours per week. They also have office hours, as well as can be found in residence halls for tutoring as well.
And how are these changes going to help the students?
Well, the big thing here is really just bridging that gap for first-year students who might not be comfortable with that college classroom structure yet, talking with their instructor. So we have that middle person who they may be more comfortable talking to initially, who can help them both academically and socially, acting as both a mentor and a tutor in a more personalized way.
Thanks, Elizabeth. To learn more, you can read her story in the print edition of the Daily Iowan or visit dailyiowan.com. Iowa State announced that their student ID cards can now be used as voter identification. As for the University of Iowa, it is still in question whether our ID cards will be an acceptable form of voter ID, but the university says they are working with ISU to figure out how to make this possible in the future for Hawkeyes. We're halfway through our week, Hawkeyes. Let's toss it over to weather to see what the rest of the week holds.
Thanks, Marissa. It looks like today's going to be a beautiful day in Iowa City. We're going to have a high of 78 degrees with sunny skies and winds around 15 miles per hour. As we head into tonight, the temperature is going to drop to 58 degrees, and those same clear skies from earlier will go through the night. Now let's look at the 5-day forecast. On Thursday, we're going to have a high of 86 and a low of 60 with partly cloudy skies and a 20% chance of rain throughout the day. On Friday, we'll have a high of 77 degrees with partly cloudy skies and a 40% chance of rain in the evening hours. Heading into the weekend, on Saturday, we have a high of 67 and a 50% chance of rain throughout the whole day. On Sunday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 76 And on Monday, the sun comes back out and we'll have a high of 81. If you guys are heading to the game this weekend, you might want to bring a poncho just in case. Marissa, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Melissa. Well, let's hope that rain doesn't come. But to hear more about our Hawkeyes, let's toss it over to sports.
Thanks, Marissa. The football season is just 3 days away, and we couldn't be more excited, but the Iowa fans doesn't seem to be focused on just the game.
DITV director Lucy Rodine has more on one player who is stealing the spotlight and just hoping to play on Saturday.
Now the biggest question heading into the season opener is, will wide receiver Oliver Martin play? Martin is an Iowa City native and a transfer from the University of Michigan, and right now he's just waiting for a decision from the NCAA on whether or not he'll be able to play this season. Here is what head coach Kirk Ferentz had to say on the situation.
I never set any expectations on this whole thing, only because of what I've witnessed and read, from other cases. So, we'll play it by ear. Obviously, in a perfect world, you'd really like to know. Probably yesterday would have been better, or even today. But just the way our depth is right now, it really doesn't impact us. And if he's able to play, we'd love to get him in there and get him going. If he can't, then we'll just, we'll keep working him in practice, but not necessarily on the game plan.
We're just going to have to wait and see what the NCAA decides. Reporting from Kinnick Stadium, Lucy Rodine, DITV Sports.
As Lucy said, we'll just have to wait it out and see.
But while we wait to hear what Martin's status is, at least the players have the first ever season opening night game in the history of Kinnick coming up on Saturday.
It's going to be fun, being out in Kinnick Stadium, especially in a night game too, so it's going to be a lot of energy out there. We're going to be feeding off the energy, and we're playing for a bunch of people, the kids at the hospital and the kids, out there in the stands, so it's going to be fun just being out there flying around with my teammates.
Pumped for it. Since August 1st, we've just been banging heads with each other, practicing every day, so getting ready to play an opponent is really exciting. We're looking forward to it.
Very excited. It was a long off season. We've been working really hard, and game week's finally here, and we're excited to take the field.
You can hear more from the team about their season opener this Friday on our DITV pregame show with Lucy Rodine. While Iowa football is experiencing the start of a new season, Iowa golf is getting something new as well.
That's right, Tanner. Finkbine Golf Course is getting a new clubhouse for the 2020 season. Construction is currently underway and will last the entire 2019 golf season.
The new clubhouse will have two levels that will include dining room and a grill room bar for golfers.
Finkbine plans to demolish the old clubhouse at the end of this season.
That's all we have for you in the sports studio today.
Tune in tomorrow for a preview of soccer's matchup against Iowa State.
Marissa, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, guys. Before we sign off, we have a story that will make you smile. 8-year-old Christian from Wichita, Kansas, has gone viral. He is stealing the hearts of Americans by lending a hand to his autistic classmate Connor. Connor was overwhelmed on their first day of school. And luckily, Christian, a fellow student, was there to take his hand and walk him into class. The two are now inseparable. What a great way to end your morning. And thanks for tuning in to DITV. Be sure to head over to dailyiowan.com for all of your latest news. And if that isn't enough of the Daily Iowan for you, be sure to check out our print edition of the news on stands now. For DITV, I'm Marissa Kraft. Have a great day, Iowa City.